Hey guys, making another video, and this is going to be a quick video today, more so an update slash kind of review on some more trading card products that I bought recently, and updates on what's been going on with me and the decks for Magic. So, with that being said, I'm going to first give an update on the Magic decks that I've been playing with primarily. So I made a Chromet deck, but I haven't been playing it yet. I've actually I it's the first time I really purely net decked a deck. I just found that there was a cheap deck for it online, bought all the cards, paid less than $25 for the deck completely, and just put it together, but I haven't even played it yet. But the two decks that I've been working on, as you guys could guess, is the Sliver deck and the Captain Sisse deck. So I ended up this morning, making a very big choice on purchasing Sliver Legion, which means that my Sliver deck is, well, EDH decks are almost never completed, but I've got all the Sliver cards that I'm going to be ever getting in this deck, probably. And I've played the Sliver deck last Thursday. Today's Wednesday. So last Thursday I played the Sliver deck, and it actually was very fun and interesting. The deck, unfortunately, there wasn't much that I could do. I didn't even misplay or anything, but there were two other decks that were just too powerful for my Sliver deck, and they just gained control of my Slivers, which was hilarious. It was a very good game, but my deck didn't work quite as well as I wanted it to. The decks that they play at the EDH tournaments I've been playing recently, those decks are pretty darn fast. So it's much faster than I anticipated. So last night I played the Captain Sisse deck, not thinking it would do immensely well, but I ended up being wrong, and it actually played much better. Because I played each tournament we played two matches. I easily could have won both of those matches had I not misplayed. Now, both times the misplay I had known of when I was trying to make a decision, do I do the greedy play or do I have more time? And I thought I had more time both times, and I thought I was going to win both times, or even make the game just a little bit more interesting, which it did. But I did not make the game-winning plays. I misplayed by getting my Captain Sisse out and not attaching my equipment to Captain Sisse Lightning Greaves, I believe, and giving it haste and shroud, which would have won me the game. I ended up going with Ghostly Prism instead, and that's why I lost that game. The other game, I could have gotten Captain Sisse out easily and used her search ability. I chose not to because of the rules that we have at the tournament. For the tournament, your goal is to get points, and you can get points specific ways. One of the minus points, the negative points you can get, is if you search your deck a certain number of times. And because the deck was so late in the game, and I had got it's 3 or more times you search your deck, you get a minus point. I'd searched my deck twice, and I gotten so far without it. I was figuring my deck. I want to see if my deck could get around without having to search it a third time. And while my deck, I was one turn away. One turn away, I still lost. So, I found some problems with my deck, and I'm working towards fixing it. There's a very awesome card that I'm going to be getting at some point soon, hopefully. And it'd be great if I get it today or tomorrow, because it's that single card, which I could get out at any time with this deck, will change the game completely. And it's a great card, so I can't wait to get that and show you guys. But yeah, I think with these changes that I'm making, this last minute changes, and with Masters 25 coming out, and I got 2 boxes ordered. The 2 decks that I have here are pretty much, they're going to be officially complete-ish, with maybe some subtle minor changes that I make just to see what happens when I put this in or that in, and see if that changes. So that's pretty much my updates on my decks. And I'm just going to go now with products that I have. The first one I got, as you could see, is a dice roll little box thingy. So you can roll your dice. It's perfect for D&D and obviously Magic the Gathering. So I bought that, it was $5. It was cheap, and figured why not. And I know other people can use it too, and it made sense, so I just bought it. All it really is like a little mini shelf with just a rubber mat, and that's really it. It's pretty well made. Last a long time. I do like the little stands it has. It actually makes it so it won't move, especially when it's on a mat. So that's great. So I really like that. However, when you do put it on the mat, as you can see, it leaves little shavings of the wood on there. Next up, and this is going to be very, very interesting, and pretty much, for me, it's hitting home, for sure. So I got these sleeves, and I chose to get these sleeves because this was the original sleeve that I had when I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When Yu-Gi-Oh! First came out. So this was a sleeve. Unfortunately, with these sleeves, they're actually, they look the same size, but they're actually slightly smaller, as you can see. So they're actually, I didn't realize it. I just thought when it said size for Yu-Gi-Oh! And small gaming cards, I actually thought that was what they all said. But these are the only ones I can get. They don't have the bigger size anymore. But I ended up finding these, and I was really excited to find these, because these were card sleeves that I looked at. I remember the blue ones looked cool, but the red ones looked really awesome. And they had ran out, the card shop ran out of the red ones. So I was really happy I was able to find these. I had to do a ton of searching. And there's only one place you can even get them online. And if you look up, because I didn't know what the name was, Fantasy Deck Protector sleeves, and that's all you need to find them. But if you don't know what the sleeves are called, and that's the only thing you have, because you didn't save the covers, because why would you, when you're 8 years old, save the sleeve covers? in the packaging or anything. But anyways, I ended up finding them, and this is what they actually look like. So I really thought that they were really cool because the design that they have works so well. Now the green ones, I liked green because I liked Venusaur, but the blue and the red, it makes way more sense now that I'm looking at it these days. So this is what the red one looks like, and obviously this is what the blue one looks like in the sunlight. So kind of looks like water, and with the red one, it looks like fire. And I think the red one looks so amazing. Let me see if I could get this in a little bit better light. Yeah, there you go. So it looks really, really cool. So if you're into playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And you're looking for an interesting card sleeve, look for these. I had to go to a card sleeve wholesaler, so they sell them typically in bulk, and these, because they're so old, they weren't selling them in bulk, and I really lucked out. I spent $20 on all 4 of these, that's way too much, even if you're buying like really good Ultra Pro, like the Eclipse sleeves you get 4 of them. You're probably not going to be spending $20. So this was above and beyond what people normally would pay, but if you're looking for some really, really, really cool sleeves for people to look at, it is great. I am going to mention, though, because they are old, they do have the Ultra Pro old school circle with the hollow. So if you like that, that's great. If you don't like it, it's going to be on the top left corner. Something that I thought was really strange is when I bought mine from such a long time ago, they were on the bottom. So this is the top. They were on the bottom. So I don't know if this is just a manufacturer error with these ones. Maybe that's why they have them. I don't know. But I thought these were really cool and nostalgic, so I wanted to show you guys them. And I thought that was really cool. So that's what I really wanted to primarily talk about. I wanted to also show this. So this is the Commander League points. This is kind of going back to how our Commanders tournament is kind of based around, is these points. So it goes. I was very confused. Even last night, I was very confused on how they do the points. So 1 goes all the way down to the bottom there, and then it goes up. So it reads from left to right, left down, then left down, then left down. So those 2 columns are 1 point. This is 2 points all the way down to the 3. Then this is 3. Then it goes to 1 point, and then 3 points, and those are the minus ones. So with the decks I've been playing, I have found out that my slivers can actually get quite the number of points. Now, my Captain Sensei deck can, but that's only if it goes off. The slivers, while a lot of times it's if it goes off and I get the combo out, I can still get quite a few points, and I can get a lot more points than my Captain Sensei deck, even without the combo. So it's a very, I'd say for point-wise, the sliver deck makes way more sense. But I'm also trying to get my Captain Sensei deck to see if there's a way that I can make it a better multiplayer game. So I'm working on that, but I am once I figure that out, or if I don't figure it out at the end, I will be getting getting more play from my Sliver deck, just because it's a better multiplayer fun deck. And I also don't. I also was trying to stay away from the Slivers for the time being, because there is a guy who is playing Slivers. He's playing with a lot of the Ultra Slivers that give all Slivers on the fields pluses, and with my Sliver deck, I get the pluses, not him, and he's giving me the pluses. So it's kind of a little out of whack. And that's just how he made his deck, but to me, I think that my Slivers are much better as far as for a well-rounded deck, but my deck's also more complete than his. He's just built it, so I didn't want to take anything away from him. So with that said, so if you guys wanted to, I'll just quick pan this, and you can pause it at any point to read these. I did find, because you know how I marked these on the minus points too. I actually do not get the captains to say it was an argument. It was a very lots of people are telling me different things, and the answer is no. My deck does not go infinite, and it's official. The guy who runs the card shop and his coworkers have all agreed it is not, I repeat, not infinite, because I can stop it at any point, and my deck can only go as far as my mana allows, so it is not infinite, which is what I had thought of at first, but then there was players saying, oh, it is, no, it's not, and a lot of people, they were saying, well, if you play this, I'm not going to play with you, and blah, blah, blah. And now that they've seen how my deck fares multiplayer, they're perfectly fine with the deck. It's really a 1 versus 1 kind of EDH deck, not a multiplayer deck. Anyways, so I hope you guys like this video. I know it's not super crazy, not anything super crazy new, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.